Ahoy, and welcome to the Extra Life Virtual Cruise. When it comes to cruises, we take safety very seriously. There's a lot that can happen when you're out on the ocean. Bad weather,
Splish!
sirens luring ships to crash into rocks, sea monsters looking for their next meal, and the occasional whale looking for something new to play with. Well, we here at Extra Life Virtual Cruise would like to welcome you aboard to your journey to Japan. And to please follow these safety guidelines while you spend your summer with us. Because we're on our way to Japan, this means we're going to cross the Pacific Ocean. If you're not familiar with this part of the world, that's okay. Just know that we'll be entering Poseidon's personal playground, and our journey could get a little bumpy on the way. For example, in the most likely event that we encounter a tropical storm with high winds and waves as tall as the Empire State Building, it's important to know to wear your life vest.
Okay.
In case of the event where you fall overboard, or if Poseidon decides that you're the chosen one and snatches you from our big boat, one of these virtual life vests can be quite a lifesaver. Pun intended. But seriously, no one wants to float around in the ocean without one. Otherwise, it would be really easy for the mermaids to pull you under the sea and to make you sing and dance with them until you eventually run out of oxygen. No one wants that. And speaking of life vests, we also have lifeboats, which is kind of funny if you think about it, as you're technically going to be spending your summer on one big boat. I mean, what could go wrong? Well, I'm glad you asked that. You see, if our virtual cruise ship suddenly decides that it wants to reenact that scary scene with the iceberg in Titanic, well, you might want to be familiar with where these lifeboats are located. We'll give you a hint. They're on the outside of the ship. However, we don't expect you to remember all of this information when you're here trying to have a great time. After all, virtual reality is way better than real life, am I right? So when you get on board for the first time, we invite you to check out that evacuation map located on the back of your cabin door. Think of this evacuation map as a treasure map. Except instead of finding pirate treasure, you'll find a route that will take you straight to safety. There's nothing more treasurable than continuing to breathe that sweet, sweet H2O that Mother Nature produces on a daily basis. I'm sure at this point you're probably thinking, evacuation? Why don't I just jump off the ship? Well, I'm glad you asked that. Do you know how tall our ocean liner is? It's over 20 decks. That's 300 feet for those who don't speak nautical. It doesn't matter where you jump from. You'll hit the ocean so hard, you'll turn into a bowl of spaghetti and meatballs. Which reminds me, we'll be serving that at our buffet this evening. So take it from us. If you want to stay alive, we highly recommend that you follow the clues on your treasure map that will lead you to safety. Thank you for taking the time to view this safety video. We're excited that you're here staying with us on this trip to the land of the rising sun. Thank you.